welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. We're here, wherever we are, Green Griffin Inn as I recall, and we've just gone downstairs to try and join this dungeon challenge thing that the owner wouldn't tell us of, and we just asked any old person, and, oh yeah, there's a dungeon challenge, and he's like, oh right, now you can join. I mean, surely it's just more beneficial to him to have more competitors and stuff. Nobleman. Boring nameless nobleman. Next to chest with loot in it. Yeah, I just noticed at the start of the video that now I've about 57,000 gold, which is a lot. I think we sold quite a few expensive items, and that's really just made a massive difference. Just before, in between sessions, I had a quick rest just so that we can do all of this other stuff beforehand and then cast all the spells when we get in. Right. There's Gam, Did, Gorkan, Kazma. So they're probably the 5 other competitors then, and Jeru, who should be dead at last check, I think, actually. This rod was one of the many crafted by the gnomish wizard Jeru. But he's not a gnome, he's an elf. So, it's a different Jeru, but they could easily come up with a different name. Come on, there are loads of names. I mean, I don't see a Rose in this game, so they could have put Rose in, or something. So many names to choose from.
So, this is the latest group of entrants, is it? Very well. My name is Jeru, Master of the Games. Allow me to explain how this will work. It shall cost you 500 gold pieces to be teleported into the dungeon. You'll appear in one of 5 alcoves located in the southern end. If you wish to return, simply use the platform that you appeared on, or any other platform. But it will cost you 500 gold pieces to be teleported back. Neither I nor Mutiman are responsible for your deaths or the deaths of your companions. If you enter, it is your risk to take. Now then, should anyone wish to enter, approach me with your gold and I'll teleport you within.
So it costs another 500 to escape, and I don't know whether the Stone of Recall will actually work, because it could technically get out cheaper, but we'll see if we can just do it all in one, and hope that inventory has enough space and stuff. We seem to be well equipped.
Yes? Are you ready to enter the dungeon?
Is it really necessary? Each entry is added to the total that will be given to the winner. Okay. So he can't even be persuaded for a discount. But we're going to win anyway, so we should get that gold back. Suppose it's to, oh my god, Etacap, sword spiders, and dire spider. To discourage people just coming in, grabbing some loot and leaving for free without completing the whole thing. Magic immunity. I hope it's not completely immune. Spell immunity. It's not looking good. Maybe this is too high a level dungeon, but we'll see.
Step up to the fight. Bring them down.
And I realised I didn't cast any of my spell buffs, so let's quickly, oh dear. Quickly cast Stone Skin. And, oh dear, we seem to be luring in several of them. Dire spiders aren't immune, so let's Flame Arrow. Hope Grimjaw's going to be okay fighting in there. Wow, he seems to be just owning it up. That's nice. Let's Acid Arrow this other one. Okay, we don't seem to be having that much trouble. Oh, concentration failure, and we lost the protection against evil. And we've got to level up. So that means that we can just fire away all of our spells because we can just rest again.
The Silent Lord take you!
Oh my. That's cloud kill. Creepy spiders. Cone of cold. And to reduce my strength so there's no real chance of running away. Probably just wall of fire. No, stop running. Cast. Okay. And let's just throw a fireball up there. Now follow me.
It is certain that
We are going back. Not out, just here.
I simply can't carry all of this.
I really would kind of want to cure the poison before I actually level up, so I'm just going to rest, see if I can remove the harmful effects. Okay, now I can level up. Wizard, so we're going an 11th level wizard. Concentration, law, and spellcraft. Put points into persuade, yes we can. Because we failed that other one. Even with all of those boosts. And one more in discipline then. To resist the knockdowns. And now we have 6th level spells, so I think the only one we have is Circle of Death, which is the same as the kind of the other necromantic spell, negative energy burst that we have now. So we can pick 2. So yeah, there's new summons, so there's this, so we can summon a dire tiger to be our faithful and loyal servant. We could do planar binding and summon a succubus to be our support. Legend lore, which gives you loads of lore for recognizing things. Mass haste. Oh, that's quite nice. Mass haste is an enchantment spell. I thought haste was completely locked out to us because it was a transmutation, but here we have mass haste. So we can still get haste effects in fights from the 6th level. That's nice. I think we probably want planar binding, just have a summon spell. Don't really fancy a dire tiger. A succubus sounds better. And ethereal visage. Nah, that's like ghostly visage, but it's kind of shorter time. True seeing, that sees invisibility and stuff. I think I'll just go for chain lightning. Sounds like a pretty fun spell to use. And we can always pick up more as we go along. Yeah. Yep, Era can still just be as she will. So, only another 3 hit points. This is kind of annoying. We're not really getting many. This is with the extra 1 that we get from toughness, so just as well we took that, but that means we've got +2, which is like one of the lowest rolls. Okay. Grimjaw transformed into other Grimjaw. Or Grimnor. So he's like always 1 level below us. Okay. So let's have a look at this spellbook now. We've leveled up. We've got another 2nd level spell, just going to be that. Just another acid arrow really. Another 3rd level. I think we have enough kind of fire effects, so maybe I'll do another. Well, if we're going to add another, actually see how many are in this level. Oh, there are 3, so we will use 1 of each. Actually just learn the Circle of Death. So that means that we probably don't want to add more kind of negative energy spells and things. So let's just have 1 of that and then 2 of that. Well, protection from elements, that lasts 24 hours, so let's have protection from elements as well. So that will go in after the fireball and stuff. So I'll go there. No new ones at 4th level, so let's push all of them up. I think I might remove Phantasmal Killer. It doesn't have as many benefits to it than kind of we hoped. What about Elemental Shield? That's 1 round a level. Maybe 2 Walls of Fire instead. Or we could remove invisibility here, so we still want Ghostly Visage and Web. But instead we'll put another Acid Arrow, so now we've got 5 Acid Arrows stored up, and then here we can have improved invisibility. So that can go after Wall of Fire. 5th level we can remove Animate Dead now. Maybe just 2 Cloud Kills and 2 Cones of Cold. Planar Binding, which can replace that. Chain Lightning and Circle of Death. So now we've filled up all of the slots that I know of. All of it, like just filled it. So I don't actually know if there are any more hotbars that were actually going to be allowed. And we've only reached 6th level spells. And we should reach 9th level spells by the end of the Let's Play and get more variety and stuff. So I'm not really sure. Well, we can remove invisibility, and I can change that some other time. So let's do Planar Binding. So now we have an Evil Succubus. So, like an outsider and rogue, which makes her a destroyer. So that's the Succubus. She seems to have a fair bit of health, a bit more than we have, and hopefully she'll be good. If not, then we can always like learn the tiger thing. Hopefully protection from evil won't affect our party member. A summoned creature there. Just casting all the spell protections. Gee, how are we doing for time? Wow, we're on 13 minutes already. Okay, so that should be done. I don't know whether Endure Elements, because this protects from 20 points, and this protects from 40 points. I don't know whether it actually stacks with the other one. It might do, or it might replace the other one. But I'll keep on casting it for now until some wise commenter tells me otherwise. So now let's go and loot the stuff that the spiders dropped. Ettercap Silk Gland. Probably alchemical. That might have a trap on it. I mean, this is supposed to be a proper dungeon, so we don't want to get hit by mega traps. Kind of weird seeing a very human-like other ally. We're used to just monsters. We don't really care about the wars of the creator races. I think I'm going to wander about randomly, but I do want to kind of find everything, because, you know, if it's a real dungeon, there's got to be some real loot in here. Just walk slowly across this bridge. Being wary of enemies or traps. Well, at least the succubus was hit with the trap and not me. Please don't turn hostile on me. Queen spider that seems to be protected by some kind of stone skin, because there's no animation for a stony spider. Let's just acid arrow it. Seems to be immune to magic. Spell level absorption. So it has to be a certain spell level. Let's go for Flame Arrow, so 3rd level spell. Nope, that doesn't work either. Maybe I'll just rush in there and just melee instead. She's got that kind of circle around her. There we go. Oh, magic staff. Staff of the Holy. Of the Holy what? Just of the Holy. With lots of charges and things. Of course, staffs are broken for us, so we can't use it. So this must go down to another level then. Oh, we can see like the entire dungeon. Okay, well we don't want to... so there are 2 paths, it seems, 2 ways to get deeper into the dungeon. Because we came in here, and then... So we should explore all of these rooms, and then go all the way around the other way. So go up along here. Must be wary of traps. Although we have an improved elemental resistance now, it might be like a negative energy thing or a level drain, which could be kind of costly, because then I'd have to rewrite like my whole spell book, or at least you did in previous games. Flesh Golem, Wraith Spider, Etacap, Dire Spider. Ooh, creepy. Let's I suppose I'll put a Cloud Kill in there.
Feel the chill touch of the grave.
And everyone run in now. I really don't want to get poisoned through the stone skin. I think I will try now a Cone of Cold. Can't seem to use magic on the Flesh Golem, so let's just melee. This room is like full of spell effects now. Like everyone using web and me using Cloud Kill. Hopefully the battle music, yeah, okay, it stopped. Don't want to have to reload to get rid of the battle music. Nothing there. Another Etacap in the other room, there's Sword Spider here. And collapsed corridor. Wow, that was quick. Just the Etacap in here then. It's probably going to cast web. Yeah. Acid arrow. And yeah, Grimjaw will probably kill it too fast for me to get another spell off. Sapphire. That's got to be worth something. Oh, the Etacap probably dropped into the Silk Gland. Didn't think I'd be like loading up on alchemical stuff so much in this chapter, but see, that seems to be the focus. And so we're now back at the start. So we went through there, so we can now go down this corridor. A Wraith Spider. Are you affected by spells? Lots of these spiders seem to be immune. We'll go in here. Right, that chest does not have a lock on it, so that means there must be traps around. I command you to go and bash this chest. Okay, no trap on it. The Crystal Skull. Probably something. Maybe the prize needed to complete Mutimer's challenge. Okay, maybe the prize. Don't know what that means. I storm away. Okay, I was poisoned through my stone skin. Oh well. And bash it as well. She missed. Okay, there we go. I didn't think it would actually interrupt her unlocking. I thought it would stack it as another thing. And I've just completely forgotten about the time limit, and I'm now 20 minutes in. So yeah, I'm going to make this a double length episode. So there'll only be 2 episodes this... Excuse me, battle music. Apologies. I'll just make this a double length episode that lasts 30 minutes, but only 2 episodes in the session. So it'll still be the usual 45-minute length. Go. Camera controls. Why?
I simply can't carry all of this.
And the poison's getting worse, so I'm gonna have to rest. I'll have her unlock that. Heavily encumbered, so I run really slow. Yeah, I can only carry 20 pounds. So let's definitely rest now. I just get quite into the game and then I forget about the whole time limit thing, because I can only record certain length sessions because there's only so much RAM on my computer that could memorize all of the content. So yeah, that's just the way it has to be. Now we're mostly just resting for level ups and disease and things. We've got so many spells that we can keep on going for so long now. Before we had to rest really often. If you remember those worse off times early on in the game. Now we're much better. Pile of skulls. With some gold. So you can either take the corridor of traps or the corridor of dogs. We're going to be taking the corridor of traps. And then the corridor of dogs. Let's put detect mode on so that she can spot all of the traps in this corridor. There's a Yanti there. See, why didn't we just like pop out to port last and go and get this Yanti? Oh. The dogs are crazy. And they're going to try and bash down that door, I think. Gee. If I turn detect mode off, open the door, then run back. Come on, follow. Everyone else attack, you follow, and I think the Hellhounds were immune to fire, so let's check out Circle of Death, see what that does. So it seems to be very similar, I've forgotten what it is. Yeah, so it's kind of like Cloud Kill in its execution. But it's an instant thing that they just have to make a save against or die. But if you didn't go both ways, then look, see, if I had just gone down the trap corridor, I would have missed all of this. So a magic wand and a belt. Magic wand is Wand of the Heavens. This thing costs like 50,000 in the shop, and now we've just got it. See, better not to buy it. take out the... Oh, can we not use it? Only usable by clerics and paladins anyway. And the swordsman's belt, which gives slashing resistance, but we've got the belt of giant strength, so we're going to be selling that. Weighs 1, weighs 1. Okay. At the moment we're only going to put major weight things in the weight reduction bags, but otherwise we'll just carry on. Let's see how we're doing for time. Okay, we've still got another 5 minutes in this part. Let's talk to the auntie.
I greet you.
I am Geist, elven creature, to ask you a riddle. Answer it correctly and you may pass unharmed. Should you attempt to pass me without answering, or should you answer it wrong, I shall have the pleasure of killing you. What do you say, elven fool? Ask me your riddle then. Very well, since I am forced to do so, I shall. At a banquet where human knights gather, each knight sat and clinked his glass with the knight to his left and the knight to his right. There are 15 knights at this banquet. How many times did the glasses clink? Well... Okay, so there are 15 of them. And they each need to clink left and right. Let's just assume that, okay, first guy clinks right, clinks right, clinks right, clinks right, and then they will do left, so wouldn't it just be 15? That is correct. A childishly simple riddle. You may pass, but should you wish a prize, speak to me again. Let's speak to her again. I want a prize.
I greet you.
Ask me your riddle. As you wish. Listen closely, foolish one. She's giving me a lisp. A lisp. After slaying a dragon, a group of knights gave some of the trinkets from a treasure hoard to a group of fewer than 10 human girls to divide. While the trinkets could have been divided equally amongst the girls, they argued over how to divide it. One suggested they divide it by family instead of by individual. In the group there were 2 groups of sisters, the rest unrelated. 2 groups of 2 sisters, so there were 4 sisters total. The division would mean that the trinkets per family were 5 more than the trinkets per girl. Before a decision was made, one girl said she desired nothing, so her share was divided amongst the others. The shares were equal once again. The suggestion of dividing the trinkets by family was withdrawn, as all were satisfied. How many girls shared in the division, and how many did each get? Give me a hint? Pfft, elven fool. I should give you a hint, though I doubt you'll be able to answer my riddle regardless. The number of trinkets must be evenly divisible by the number of girls, as well as the number of families, and the number of sharers once one is eliminated. So, it needs to be divisible number of trinkets divisible by the number of girls. Okay, so it can't... that makes no sense. None of these divide properly. Hang on, I'm just going to pause. I need to sneeze. Okay. Oh dear. Apologies. Yeah, none of these seem to actually divide properly. And the number of sharers. So it would be either that could go down to 5, which sorry, I think it's particularly dusty in my room. I'm done now. So you have to take off one girl and then see if it divides. So that would divide, that would not. So it's either 10 and 6 or 12 and 5. Yeah, we know there are at least 4. There has to be at least 6 girls, because there are 4 pairs. Well, there are 2 pairs of 2 girls, so that means that there are 4 girls, and there has to be at least another girl, and then 1 girl left. So that means that initially there must have been 6 girls. Oh, you were wrong. Stupid elven creature, so wrong. Now we dance. That's alright. I'm not really bothered about thinking with riddles.
Step up to the fight.
And we'll get her loot anyway. Cone of Cold. Oh no, Grimjaw was stunned. And she's cast spell protection, but she's still physically vulnerable. There we go. Oh well. At least I felt my logic was sound. And the crystal frog, and she only had a bit of. Oh, the extra reward would have been the crystal frog, which is another puzzle piece. Okay, I'm gonna finish off this floor, and then in the next part we'll go down deeper into the dungeon. Okay, Era, you need disciplining. I'll like hit her or something later. And the camera just spins around automatically. Thank you. Okay, so we're ready to go into the next part. See you then.